367 Gratian, son of Roman Emperor Valentinian I, is named co-Augustus at the age of 8 by his father. 394 The Graffito of Esmet-Akhom, the latest known inscription in Egyptian hieroglyphs, is written. 1200 King John of England, signer of the first Magna Carta, marries Isabella of Angoulême in Angoulême Cathedral. 1215 Pope Innocent III issues a bull declaring Magna Carta invalid. 1349 6,000 Jews are killed in Mainz after being blamed for the bubonic plague. 1482 The town and castle of Berwick-upon-Tweed is captured from Scotland by an English army. 1516 The Ottoman Empire under Selim I defeats the Mamluk Sultanate and captures present-day Syria at the Battle of Marj Dabiq. 1608 The first official English representative, William Hawkins, the commander of Hector to India, lands in Surat. 1643 A Dutch fleet establishes a new colony in the ruins of Valdivia in southern Chile. 1662 The 1662 Book of Common Prayer is legally enforced as the liturgy of the Church of England, precipitating the great ejection of dissenter ministers from their benefices. 1682 William Penn receives the area that is now the state of Delaware, and adds it to his colony of Pennsylvania. 1690 Job Charnock of the East India Company establishes a factory in Calcutta, an event formerly considered the founding of the city. However, the Calcutta High Court ruled that the city's foundation date is unknown in 2013. 1743 The War of the Hats. The Swedish army surrenders to the Russians in Helsinki, ending the war and starting Lesser Wrath. 1781 American Revolutionary War. A small force of Pennsylvania militia is ambushed and overwhelmed by an American Indian group, which forces George Rogers Clark to abandon his attempt to attack Detroit. 1789 The first naval battle of the Svensksund began in the Gulf of Finland during the Russo-Swedish War. 1812 Peninsular War. A coalition of Spanish, British, and Portuguese forces succeed in lifting the 2.5-year-long siege of Cadiz. 1814 British troops invade Washington, D.C., and during the burning of Washington, the White House, the Capitol, and many other buildings are set ablaze. 1816 The Treaty of St. Louis is signed in St. Louis, Missouri. The Treaty of St. Louis is the name of a series of treaties signed between the United States and various Native American tribes from 1804 through 1824. 1820 Constitutionalist insurrection at Oporto, Portugal. The revolution resulted in the return in 1821 of the Portuguese court to Portugal from Brazil, where it had fled during the Peninsular War, and initiated a constitutional period in which the 1822 Constitution was ratified and implemented. 1821 The Treaty of Córdoba is signed in Córdoba, now in Veracruz, Mexico, concluding the Mexican War of Independence from Spain. 1857 The Panic of 1857 begins, setting off one of the most severe economic crises in United States history. 1870 The Wolseley expedition reaches Manitoba to end the Red River Rebellion. 1898 Count Muravyov, Foreign Minister of Russia, presents a rescript that convoked the First Hague Peace Conference.